Hello everyone. In this video, we shall see the basics of deep learning. So before understanding about deep learning, we need to understand that deep learning is a subset of machine learning and machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? So it is the ability of a machine to imitate the human behavior. Now, what is machine learning? So, machine learning mainly involves algorithms to incorporate the intelligence into the machine by automatically learning from the data which is fed to it. Coming to deep learning. So, deep learning contains algorithms that mimic human brain to incorporate intelligence into a machine. So what do you mean by mimicking? Mimicking means imitating human brain. Okay. So now let us see what is deep learning. So as we came to know earlier, deep learning, it is a part of machine learning which uses artificial neural networks. Okay. So please remember the word artificial neural networks to learn from the data without more programming. Next, these artificial neural networks, they are mainly inspired by the human brain and they can be used for certain processes like recognizing the images, understanding the speech, and processing the language. So in the left diagram, you can see a biological neuron, and in the right diagram, you can see the artificial neuron. So artificial neuron, it is mainly inspired by the biological neuron. Now, let us see how does deep learning work. Okay, so see, deep learning, it is mainly based on artificial neural networks. So, what are these networks? See, ANNs are artificial neural networks. These are networks of simple nodes or neurons. Please remember, neurons or nodes both are same, and these neurons, they are interconnected with each other and they can learn to recognize different patterns of the input. Okay, next, artificial neural networks, they are similar to the brain. That means they are composed of many interconnected processing nodes or neurons. Now here each and every node is connected to several other nodes, and it has a weight which determines the strength of the connection. So that means each neuron is connected with other neurons and each neuron has a particular weight. That weight will decide the strength of the connection. So here we can see a basic diagram of a deep neural network. So it consists of certain layers like input layer, hidden layers, and then output layer. Next, let us see a very important concept in deep learning, that is forward propagation. Okay, so the first layer of neural network generally extracts low level features from the data like edges and shapes. That means whenever you are feeding images to a neural network, the first layer, that is the input layer of the neural network, generally extracts low level information like edges and shapes in the image. Now, the second layer combines all these features into more complex patterns, and this continues until the final layer or output layer produces the desired result. Next, each successive layer generally extracts more complex features from the previous ones until the final output is produced. So this process is known as forward propagation. So extracting the low level information, combining all the features into more complex patterns until the output is produced. This process can be considered as forward propagation. Now, what is the use of forward propagation? Forward propagation can be used to calculate the outputs of deep neural networks for given inputs. Now, what do you mean by deep neural networks? So, see here, the word deep means more number of layers in the neural network. So, now forward propagation can also be used to train a neural network by back propagating the errors from known outputs. Now let us see what is back propagation. So see, whenever the output of the forward propagation is not correct or if it is having certain errors, then we will go for a process called back propagation. So back propagation generally works by comparing the network's output with the correct output, and then it adjusts the weights in the network accordingly. So this process repeats until the network converges on the correct output. Okay, so back propagation, it is an important part of deep learning because it allows for complex models to be trained quickly and accurately. So this forward propagation and back propagation is repeated until the error is minimized and the network has learned the design pattern. Okay, so in this video, so we have seen what is deep learning, how does deep learning works, and also what is forward propagation and backward propagation. So in the next video, we shall see further details. Thank you everyone. Please share, like and subscribe.